would like to do a hand washing exercise with you. I think under current world situations, everybody is much more aware of washing hands and how to wash your hands. So it's probably a skill that you have, but it's a necessary skill as a healthcare provider to enter a space and wash your hands. It's actually one of the great discoveries of medicine, is to wash your hands between seeing patients. There used to be, in fact, as the story goes, apparently midwives have been washing their hands when they've been taking care of women for hundreds, if not thousands of years. They've understood that going from one patient to the next could potentially pass on certain illnesses. But something that in the early hospitals with the early doctors, which was really an issue, was that people would die very suddenly after birth, and I think it was called childbed fever or something like that. And it used to be that, a doctor would go from having seen a dead person, laid out a dead person, and then go immediately and go and deliver a baby. And nobody could understand the correlation between this illness. And but then one day, hand washing was discovered, obviously by a man, because we always have to wait for men to discover these things before they are recognized as being important and working. But it really, really solved so many problems. And so it really is an important aspect of healthcare, that when you are entering a new space, especially somebody's home, to make sure that you wash your hands when you arrive before you make contact with them, because you don't know what you're bringing in. But also energetically, it's such a beautiful way to arrive in somebody's space. You have just come from the outside environment and been dealing with potentially all sorts of things. So it's not just about what you're physically bringing into the space, but also what you're energetically bringing into the space. And so I find that doing a hand washing meditation when I arrive at a birth or between seeing people allows me to clear away what I have been doing before, and to just really arrive and be clear and clean in the new space. So you would either use soap and water, or if you don't have access to that, some form of hand sanitizer. You can use commercially produced ones, or you can make your own. There are various ways of making herbal hand sanitizers. And maybe we should find a nice recipe for the people in this space. Maybe we can also share recipes of herbal hand sanitizers, so that we don't have to be exposed to these awful chemicals, while at the same time respecting the need for hand washing and having clean hands. So what you would do is you would either put the soap and water on your hands, or you would then put the sanitizer on your hands. And you start off by just gently rubbing your hands together. And again, as I say, use it as a meditation. Use it as a way to arrive, as a way to focus. So you would just start by rubbing your hands together like this, and you can do it with me if you like. Nice way to practice, a nice way to arrive, a nice way to cleanse before we begin today. And then you can just slowly start to just feel your own hands and massage them with the soap, the sanitizer. Just make sure that all the bits are really covered. And then you can interlock your fingers together like this. And so your nails are kind of scooped under, and you can just rub together like that. And that really cleans the insides of your fingers and your hands. And you can do the same thing then with your thumb as well, like that. Just kind of cover it and make sure that it's well cleaned. If you have a nail brush, you can clean your nails as well, or you can take your fingernails and you can just make sure that you clean out your nails like this as well. You really do a thorough job before you interact and touch. And then you can put your fingers together like this and open up your palms like that, and you can just really make sure that you clean into the grooves of the palms of your hands like that. And the same thing on this side. And then you also make sure that you actually are cleaning your wrists and your forearm thoroughly. And if you are using water, you would then rinse like this. So you actually allow the water to pour downwards like that and to pour away from you like this, so that any dirt and residue is pouring away that way. So you allow the water to pour down like that. And then you can dry your hands either on paper towels or on a towel that is available. In somebody else's home, using the towel from their home is fine, because that already has their microbiome. You're exposing yourself to their bacteria, so it's really fine to dry yourself with that. And then you have officially arrived and your hands are clean, and now you can go forth and do what you need to do in the space. Thank you.